All right, this is Mary Fowler at 27821 Rose Avenue, Brownstown. She's very old, and the dirty hoe did her really wrong. And I told her the only way to fix this is rip it all out and do it over. She's not comprehending that. She thinks we're gonna pull out rocks and move them around and reuse them and all that. So you gotta like give her the whole show, and she's probably gonna ask you to do different things than the video because she's 90, and that's just how these jobs go. I'm doing the best I can here to create a job. So just try to work with her and work with me. So basically I'll show you what is going on, and then you can make the decisions based on what'll be quicker and easier for you. But I never save rocks, but she insists that we save the rocks. But what the dirty hoe did was they did not even put a weed barrier down. So, I mean, if you want to rake up some piles of rocks and put them on the side just for her to see it, that's gonna make it easier for you guys. But like right here, I don't even know how you could save any rocks. But so anyway, I'll just kind of show you what to do, and obviously you can make your own decisions of what exactly to do. We're gonna put this rustic edge in, but that's Tudor edge. It's the gray. They're smaller, that's why I picked them. They're easier to put in. And anywhere you see edging, you're going to put them in, and you don't even have to cut them here. Maybe like around the tighter turns, give them a cut to make them look better. We are not doing the trees, however, so don't worry about the trees. Here we're going to run this around with the rustic edge. We're going to pull, and then just ask her, because she's like, this tree right here, I love it. I don't know like if it's that particular tree, but she was saying that about some weird stuff. And I don't know, she might not want you to take some things out, and she's gonna ask you to save things, transplant things, all that. So and like I said, you got a couple days to figure all this out. Anyway, rustic edge, that's for sure, and it's going everywhere, including against the concrete where all this edging is. And this is why the dirty hoe went out of business, by the way, too, because they suck. And that's why we have to be better so that we can stay in business, which we are better. And this is why we do what we do. I'm just saying. You don't want to be this landscaper. Mr. Bowling balls are coming out. She likes the azalea, so if you can get this maple tree growing out and keep the azalea, that's okay. Just eliminate this back area altogether and put white rocks in there, or if she wants, just put white rocks in there. Get rid of it, put white rocks in there, okay? That's what we're doing. She likes that azalea. Now, all this white rock here, as far as I'm concerned, needs to be, rake it and throw it on a board and then put weed mat down and new white rocks. But we're going to, anywhere there's weeds, which pretty much the front and the side beds, I think, pretty much need to be redone. So let's just do that. We'll redo the front and the side, and I'll show you what to do in the back. And try to save as many as you can. I don't care if they're dirty, whatever. She wants to save them. That's what she said. Trim this tree up. Give it a good cutting, get rid of all these lower branches, get rid of all this stuff hanging, just trim it. Get rid of all this, and we're planting spirea, wigelia, and little devil 9-bark. You're just gonna have to put them wherever. Over here, we didn't really talk about anything, but there is edging here, so just come around the corner with that Tudor edge, stop it right there. Trim up the lilac, with a trimmer. Pull the weeds, get them out. She did like hydrangeas, so I'm gonna add hydrangeas to the list. And you can plant them wherever you think. She wants to save this hydrangea. Yeah, I know. Those sticks right there, she said she wanted to save, but tell her those are dying. You can't save those. She's nice, that's just how old people are, man. So trim this tree up, looks like crap. Move these rocks around, put them in different spots, fill it out. She likes this hydrangea, go ahead and keep it. Get rid of these weeds here. Touch up the weed barrier in the back line, rake this rock back this way and touch up the weed barrier back here. Like out here, you're just gonna have to rake the rocks wherever you can rake them. I want the whole thing weed barrier, because by the time you pull the bushes out, it's gonna be even worse. So the front, just redo and try to save as many rocks as you can. That was a hydrangea. I'm just gonna order another quick fire hydrangea. You can put it right here. And all this out, get all the weed barrier off the house there. here because we don't want that growing back through because we'll have to come back. The sides, she's not that worried about it. She just wants the brick, you know, going down here. And you know, the hostas are not in the right spot. They shouldn't be in the full sun like that. That's why it pays to know your plants, especially if you're going to call yourself a landscaping company. But they're out of business, so who cares? All this, get that out. You know, if you got to touch up weed barrier where those are, go ahead. You know, this is what I'm saying. You got to figure out what to do. She wasn't all that worried about here. Just pull the weeds out. It doesn't look too bad. And keep going with that rustic or Tudor edge. It's a lot of it. So right here, Tudor edge. Throw a little rocks under there. You don't pull some of the weeds. You don't need no weed barrier. Over here, she was saying, oh, I want to save this. I don't want to save that. Yada, yada, yada. So figure out exactly what you can do back here. Throw in the edging and maybe some extra rocks. Find out what she wants, what she doesn't, what you can thin out and make look better. Right here, we're putting in the edging. And maybe you can give this a little trim to make it look better. And if you decide that it needs some rocks, go ahead and put some rocks. Back here, no edging. She's keeping this edging right here. We want to get this grass out. We want to trim up the bush a little. We want to thin these plants out and try to make it look nicer and get the weeds out. And if any weed barrier needs replacing, go ahead and replace it. And if there needs to be any extra rocks, do that too. And just find out how you can thin it out to make it look better. Like she likes that in the background there, but that's a weed, but the purple one's a flower. Thin that out, cut it down, make it look a little better. So that's the whole thing. All right.